woman in your life who's been toying with the idea of maybe starting her own business, you got to listen up because this is going to make her want to go for it for sure. I've got Susan and Maria joining me this morning with this really interesting book that you guys have here in your hand. It's called From Resilience to Brilliance. So I want to ask you, first off, Maria here, what will people find in the book? I mean, what is the book about?
So the book is about 14 women's stories that are they're all entrepreneurial women, and they tell about, each one of us tells about our trials and tribulations and how we turned it into triumph, and there are lessons in each story.
Right. So some of the tips that you have in there include collaboration instead of competition, which, as you mentioned, this is how this book came to be. The collaboration of you 14 women who wrote it, talked about your trials and things like that. Susan, collaboration was one point we wanted to talk about, but what's another one? I think courage.
Courage. Well, it takes a lot of courage to start your own business.
Yeah.
And it's
putting yourself out there.
Exactly. And it's very different than working in a corporation.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and it's really, really hard. I think you put so much of yourself into it, so you got to have courage, and you might fail, but it's important to have that key support behind you. So talk about how important that is.
Exactly. So that's why we have a whole community that come together to help each other, lift each other up as we're going through this journey, because we're doing it solo so much of the time, and it's nice to have someone to bounce ideas off of, not reinvent the wheel. It's like, let's collaborate together. Let's create a community that this is what we do, collectively grow our businesses.
Yeah, so you're a co-founder of StarshineAZ. What is the goal of your organization?
Just that, to provide solutions for your business, and more importantly, support for you, the heart and soul behind the business.
What are you guys most proud of in this book here? I feel like there has to be so much. I mean, probably getting it done.
That's number one.
That's number one, yeah. Getting it done, getting it accomplished. But creating relationships with the women in the book who co-wrote the book.
Yeah.
It is very special. The community that Susan has created, Susan and Leanne together have created, is an enormous help to those of us who are solopreneurs, work at home most of the time, and have a community of women who get what we are all about.
Yeah,
and help to support us.
Right, to surround yourself with people who are like-minded, goal-minded, who are really going to encourage you to, hey, did you meet your own deadline? We hold each other accountable, right? So if you want to learn more about StarshineAZ, you can head over to StarshineAZ.com. And your book is available on Amazon right now. It's selling out pretty quickly here, so we want to make sure, just search From Resilience to Brilliance, and you'll be able to buy it right there, ladies. We appreciate you being here so much. This is awesome for anybody who is really looking that jumpstart kick for their business. Now, we have our own boss lady.